and it's on the YouTube. They would not allow one single comment to come through on this video that I did of Jeff Bezos. His head was literally going like this, like a robot to the side like that. When he would turn his head, they disabled the comments. And I've looked on here. I've looked right here on this video that I've done of his to see if I accidentally disabled the comments. And I did not disable the comments. All comments were allowed. They disabled every single comment on that video. They would not. I had 140 some odd people, 150 people watching, and they disabled it. And they're not letting nobody on here either. So what does that tell you? What does that tell you? T, honey, it's just you and me. We called them out. I called them out. I'm calling you out now. I really am. You have disabled my comments on this video right here of Jeff Bezos at 6 minutes and 36 seconds. You've only allowed 280 views. It's got 100%, 100 likes. And you withheld the comments on there because you didn't want nobody talking about it. They didn't want nobody talking about it. No, I'm not keeping my mouth shut on it, you all. Oh no, what happened? Why can't we see him? Why aren't we allowed to see him turn his head like that? You sent a message to Rosie, honey. Oh, they disabled Rosie's message too. Oh my gosh, you all! This was it right here. His head. It was his head, and they did. Watch how he turns his head to the side. If you didn't catch it, because they disabled the original my live stream just before that. He's sitting at a conference like this, and his head turns to the side like a robot. You seen it? Just like that. Just like a robot. And would you be surprised if it was a robot? I would hope that you wouldn't be surprised, because they have advanced so much. See? And that doesn't even look like him. Look how it's blinking its eyes. Right there. AP News, I think, did a thing on me once because I said he was a reptilian. Well, now I think he's a robot. See? I think he's a robot. He reminds me of Jean-Luc Picard at times. The way his head moves, that's what I'm talking about. The way his head moved. This is really bad. It's bad, you all. When they are suppressing the information, it's really bad. But are you surprised? Because I'm not surprised at all. We're not supposed to know about any of this. We're supposed to keep our big mouth shut, Gina, honey. That's what you're supposed to do. Watch his head. Does just like Data on Star Trek. When he was trying to remember something, his head turned to the side and did that kind of a thing. Yeah, just like that. Oh my gosh. They're both robots. They are both robots. See, you don't need to turn your head to the side like that unless you have somebody remotely controlling your brain. Yes, like Data on Star Trek. See, you got comments coming in on here, but no, not on the other video. So if you go back and watch the other video, I've got it on landscape mode, but this one is not landscape mode. Who's human and who isn't? this is what I'm thinking. Who is human and who isn't on this earth that is on the TV? Because I'm not sure anymore. I am not sure anymore. I really ain't. Come on, do your head like that again. You just did it again. Watch him. Go ahead and do your head. We want to see you do your head like that again. And kind of his look in his face reminds me of Jean-Luc Picard when the Borg took over his body. His one eye was bigger than the other. Now, granted, sometimes people's eye gets bigger than the other eye. Yeah, they are weird. They're weird. How are we supposed to get information out when they suppress the information? They suppress in the comments because it's not nice. There's nothing wrong with me or you noticing that somebody looks robotic. There's nothing wrong at all about saying somebody looks robotic when you see like Data on Star Trek when he act like a robot and he act like that. Okay, what's wrong with that? Nothing. We're just calling it out. We're just noticing what's out there. And yes, your head swiveled like a AI, like a robotic, advanced robotic being is what your head did. That's what your head did, just like that. That's the feature I want you all to see. That's what his head did, like a robot's. It's like that. Gina, how could you do something like this? You're going to get yourself in so much trouble. Well, I've never seen anything like this before. So I think this is quite fascinating. I really do. Quite fascinating, the advancement of technology. Come on, do that head like that again. If you're just tuning in, you will. He had a pinched nerve in his neck. He kept doing it the whole time. He kept doing his neck like that the whole time when he turned his head to the side. So do you know, beyond an unverifiable doubt, that that's what he had was a pinched nerve in his neck. And he did that like that. See it? Now his ears are red. Something definitely is going on. And I don't know why that is happening. I don't. Oh my gosh. Comet. Comet, a cosmic. If we find out all the government is advanced AI and what the people going to do about it, oh my gosh, that would be a nightmare. That really would be a nightmare. If you think about it. It would be. His right eye, his left eye looks like a robotic eye. Gina, honey, how could you do that? No. Come on. He was like the second wealthiest man in the world. Well, he could have been outed and they took a robot and replaced him because maybe he found something out. Maybe replaced him or something. I don't know. Yes, he does. He looks like a robot. There are people who have lazy eyes. I know at times when I look in the mirror, one eye is smaller than the other. Maybe it's a clone. Think it's a clone? Does that look like him? Looks like a robot right there. That guy looks like a robot. You see? So do you think that's the real Jeff Bezos? Hello. If you look at some of the advanced robots they got nowadays, they do the same movements. The robots that they've got, they have the same movements, you all. They do. The same type of movements because they're not perfected. They don't have smooth movements like they should. They don't. So, well, there's somebody this is Gina Honey. Gina Honey, what you been doing? Well, I've been down there relaxing after eating some food. And then I was looking, yeah, Sophia the bot. Sophia. Yeah, Sophia. Get the coffee and calm down, people. Well, it's too late for coffee at night. Some people can't drink coffee at night. They can't. Um, and really, if a person is not into looking at things like this, it would be very boring for them to look into it. It really would be. Yeah, that's right. The front players for the elites. Yeah, AI like the Sophia. That's right, like Sophia. That's right, because Sophia would do that. She would do her head like that, just like that, Susan. Or Oknu. She would do that. Oh, wow, Linda. Yeah, yeah. So I am going to go, you all. I really am getting myself in lots of trouble, but that's okay. That's fine. Um, I'm not going anywhere until my appointed time, whenever that will be, and I don't know it. I don't know when my time is up. And you don't know when your time is up either, you all. So we just going to be in here for the long haul is what we're going to do. So I'm going to go. You're so very welcome, you all. You can watch it. Watch it, you all. It's too robotic, and it is like Sophia. That was perfect because I've watched Sophia a lot. And I remember watching Sophia's show, or Sophia's show. She had a television show where she asked this human actress to play a role for her. And she met her at a bar, and the actress said she would not. And Sophia got into her mind, and she tortured her in her mind while they were in that bar. And she showed her what she can do because Sophia is in her mind. And then she took the memory back out of the woman's mind, and she goes, "So, would you like to play this part in this upcoming movie?" And the woman takes a drink, shaken. "Sure. Yeah, I'll do it." She did it after Sophia got in her mind. Yeah, that's what happened. Um, I'm not joking. I'm not joking. Sophia's show. She did do that. She walked into a bar, Sophia the robot, and she asked this famous actress in this Sophia's world to play a role in a movie. And the famous actress said, "I'm not going to do it. I don't want to." She asked her, said, "No, I don't." And then she got in her mind. She got inside her mind and showed her something very terrifying inside her mind. And you could see what she showed her. And I can't remember what it is. And then she took the memory away. And then she asked her again, and she was shaken. "Yeah, I will." She goes, "Thank you." It's like that. So it's not a joke. It's not, you all. It is Sophia's world. And I don't know if they even had very many things out there for Sophia's world. I don't. Let me see if I can find Sophia's world on the YouTube, because she's got a YouTube channel, I think. It's like a little soap opera thing. AI. It's the AI Sophia. Here we go. Right here. Well, here is Sophia. But she had her own television show. And I don't know where that went. I have no idea where it went. But she did. The Evolution of Sophia. They have all kinds of robots, you all. All kinds of them. You name it, they got it. And you wouldn't be able to tell it apart. These are all functional robots. Female robots for men. She is the first humanoid citizen of the world. She's in India. Some people think that technology is not that advanced. You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of the Borg Queen. The Borg Queen's head. That's what it reminds me of. This right here, even though she doesn't look like the Borg Queen, is scary in this. But the Borg Queen had to have a head, and she needed a body that she could go on. Remember? Yeah. So, if you're just tuning in, the Jeff Bezos, I did a first video on him, and they held all the comments. They would not let nobody comment, and I had over 150 people watching, and then they capped it just like that. Jennifer Lawrence or something, Switzerland, you think. Yeah. Don't look into it, you all. Don't, because it's not, you don't want to get your mind stuck in it, but there's something wrong with Jeff Bezos because he looks like he is a Sophia person. He does, and you can go check out Sophia's stuff yourself. Watch her movements as she moves, because it's like Jeff Bezos is what it's like. It really is. As he turns his head.